today I'm pitching a new diagnostic tool for the clinic, so I thought a digital x-ray would be very beneficial.
Excellent.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the digital x-ray I've been looking at. So it's called the AGFA CR10X digital system. So it can run 34 plates an hour. It has two different cassette sizes, which is similar to what we've got now. It has the capability to take dental images, which is amazing for us. It takes high resolution images with large exposure latitude. It's easy to use, so it's got preloaded specialised organ filters. It has a low dose radiation, and it shows you the dose of radiation on the screen as you're using the machine. And parts are really easily sourced and available in New Zealand. So the justification of the machine. So our current X-ray takes 9 minutes to process 2 images. So this means prolonged sedation time for our patients and less time for other elective surgeries. The downside to the manual machine is you don't know you have a clear, concise image until after it's processed. And this new digital system can take image after image with immediate results. And also digital x-rays are much better for the environment, so I looked up some statistics on the developer and fixer. So unused developer, if discarded, may be hazardous because of a high pH of 12.5% or more, 12.5 or more, which is considered corrosive. And the fixer is dangerous waste because it contains high concentrations of silver, so 3,000 to 8,000 ppm, so anything over 5 ppm is considered dangerous. So utilisation, essentially it's going to be utilised for what we use our current machine for. So diagnosing multiple diseases and injuries such as bone fractures, breaks, tumours, abnormal masses, pneumonia, bladder stones, foreign objects, arthritis, plus much more. The added use would be the dental imaging. The only downside to that would be we currently offer really, really affordable prices for our dentals, so it does add that added expense. However, it would only be utilised when the vet believes it's really necessary. Contraindications, so the only downsides to buying a digital x-ray machine is that they don't have a really long lifespan. So I looked up, on average the machine lasts 10 to 14 years, and if you don't get it serviced every year, then that decreases by half, so potentially only 7 years. Installation and training, so installation is included in the total price, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. You can trial the system prior to purchase. It has really easy to use software that's specifically designed for vet use, so not human medicine. Remote assistance is provided to help us with any software issues, so you can just call them and it's really helpful for staff training. And a network of engineers is available across New Zealand. This is how you process an image. So it's really basic, but I thought it could be helpful if you actually get it to print it out. So you literally insert the cassette into the table and take the image, and then you take the cassette out and you put it into the digitizer. You enter the patient ID in this computer. You wait till the image is scanned, which only takes 2 minutes, and then you release the cassette and you're ready to take your next image. So really, really straightforward. Estimated cost. So the cost for the machine is about $25,000 plus GST. That includes installation and then software fee. So there's a one-off software fee. So there's no film required for the digital x-rays. So I looked into how much our film currently costs. So it's $250 for 100 films, which would use up in about 5 weeks-ish. So that's $2,600 a year for us currently. And then the fixer and developer is $205 to replace every 3 months, so $820 a year, so you're cutting out that cost. We've already got all the PPE, we already have the patient positioning equipment, and we already have an area for it. And then I talked to Tim a little bit about pricing, and he said we would charge like a study fee as opposed to per plate. So I put down, my recommendation would be $100 for imaging without sedation and $160 for imaging with sedation, and this makes it more straightforward for the clients because then we don't have to go back and forth about pricing. So for expected results, I've done 2 slides. So with the extra time, Currently we process 2 images, which takes 9 minutes, but probably about 15 minutes all up by the time we've fluffed around a little bit. So if we're taking multiple images for each patient, that can sometimes take up to potentially an hour. With reducing X-ray times from an hour to minutes, we could add an additional surgery per day. So I just averaged $180 for the average price of like a really standard spay or neuter. So 5 extra per week would be $46,800 extra a year before expenses. And then I looked at in terms of paying for the machine by use. So the machine comes to like $28,500 with the GST. So I averaged the study to $150 because that's obviously in between the 2 prices.
Yep.
And I thought 10 minutes on average per study. And I averaged that we do 1 X-ray a day because obviously sometimes we do multiple and some days we don't do any. So I looked up the average vet wage and the average nurse wage. So combined using a vet and a nurse for an hour would be $69.49. And then for 10 minutes it would only be $11.58. So $150 being the average price of the study, less the 10 minutes paid in wages would be $138.42 profit. 6 studies per week would be 24 a month, 288 a year. So our total profit less the $800 servicing fee, which is what the man that gave us the quote said it would be. You could make $39,000 a year on it, so you'd essentially paid it back within 1 year. I averaged studies to 1 a day, but then I added 1 extra a week for the dentals because I thought we might use it for 1 extra a week. So the follow-up, so the servicing is required yearly and Cass Medical quoted it at $800. Yearly software fee, there's actually no yearly fee. The $4,000 for the software fee is included in the price.
Yep.
Record keeping, so this is really easy. They'll all be booked in Vision as normal. And all invoices will be priced on clients' files as normal. Animals are assigned to an owner, not just under a surname. And images are easily forwarded on, which would be really helpful in comparison to what we do now. And images are easily transferred to Vision. Any questions?
I think it's very good. With dentals, do you end up getting, you have to buy the extra little dental plates to go in there?
Yeah, you would have to buy the
Did
extra
you
plate.
have a little cost of that?
I have not.
So the cost of the new plates. And I had the cost of servicing, so thank you very much, $800.
Oh, he said like estimate.
Yeah,
but
that is
right. Yeah.
It's probably 800 plus.
And it's important because it's programmed for life.
Yes, that was a very good little piece of thing.
Yeah.
And did you look at any DR systems in comparison?
No, I looked at that's my references. I looked at the SIA 15X, which was just like the next version up.
Next level.
And that ran like way more plates and had more cassette sizes available, but it didn't offer dental.
Yeah.
So I thought that this was a huge benefit because I know a lot of digital X-rays don't use it.
Suits our practice.
Yes. Yeah.
Very good. Perfect. Thank you very much.